Hi, I'm Jody Worrell. Today I want to take a few minutes to show you an easy way to play rhythm in a blues tune in the key of A. We'll look at one simple chord form and find the places on the neck we need to put it to produce the chords we need. Let's look at that fingering. Here's our chord. This is the 5th fret right here. This is an A9, and I call it, I think of it as the 1, 3, 2, 4. First finger, third finger, second finger, fourth fingering. And this is a really cool sounding chord. It has a strange distinction, however, of not having a root. The root is this note right here. So I think most of us are fairly conversant with what the notes are on the 6th string. So we know that this is an A. At the 10th fret, it's a D. At the 12th fret, it's an E. So that's sort of the mental picture I have in order to keep me on the right fret for this chord. Since we don't have a root note, I always think of this note being on the 5th fret, 1 fret lower than the root. Here's the root. Here's the lowest note of our chord. Root, lowest note of the chord. Root, lowest note. So our A chord is right here at the 4th fret with our imaginary root at the 5th fret on the 6th string. That's our A9. We move up to the 9th fret with our first finger, and I always tend to name the fret that our chord or a note is played on, or a chord, the lowest note, the lowest finger on the neck. That is the chord that the fret is on, the fret that the chord is on, rather than the 10th here and some notes on the 9th. I think of it as the 9th fret and some notes on the 10th. Our imaginary root is right here on the 10th. Our lowest note is on the 9th, according to that little formula we worked out. So that makes that a D9. We move it up a whole step. Our imaginary root is on the 12th fret. You can see that's the 12th of the E string. And our E9 chord is right here. I can even play this open E string. You can hear how it sounds with the root. So A9, the 4th fret, D9 at the 9th fret, E9 at the 11th fret. And that's our 3 chords for our blues. Now I'll play those with the track. By the way, the track is taken from our Let's Jam Blues and Rock Volume 3, which is available as a CD or a download. If you want to learn more about chord shapes and ways to group them, check out any of my blues rhythm lessons. You can find them by clicking on my name on the website. I'm Jody Worrell. I'll see you next time.